Now, I've seen some political volte-face in my time. I've seen Sir Keir Starmer declare Jeremy Corbyn to be his friend, only to dump him out of the Westminster Labour Party when he was done with him. I've seen Nicola Sturgeon tell a journalist there was plenty left in the tank, only to watch as she resigned her job as First Minister of Scotland only days later. And who can forget Boris Johnson insisting that he had full confidence in Matt Hancock just days before he resigned from the government? Politicians aren't often the most reliable source of consistent behaviour after all, and perhaps we shouldn't expect them to be. But this latest about-turn by the Labour Party is particularly hard to stomach. I'm talking, of course, about Sir Keir Starmer's new love-in with the flag of St George, coming as it does on the eve of St George's Day tomorrow. Yes, indeed, the party that has consistently made people feel ashamed to fly the flag of England is now touting itself as the party of patriotism, the place to go if you feel proud to be English, or even British. That's the same party that Emily Thornberry represents, and that's the same Emily Thornberry that sneered at White Van Man a few years ago when she saw a house in Rochester, Kent, draped with the same England flag. She was sacked from the Shadow Cabinet for that, and now she's back because she's the Shadow Attorney General. And it's the same party that even today has 13% of its members that think the flag is racist and divisive. And those figures get worse in the devolved nations. Another great idea from the Labour Party under Tony Blair. In a poll conducted over the weekend, it seems clear how much damage has been done to Great Britain overall, thanks to giving parliaments to Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. In England, 44% of respondents said they were best represented by the Union flag. In Wales, it's only 24%, and in Scotland, it's even fewer. Just 17% think the Union flag represents them. But Captain Flip-Flop isn't concerned. Writing the Telegraph, the Labour leader said his is now the true party of patriotism. Starmer says he has no time for those who flinch at displaying our flag because the Cross of St George belongs to every person who loves this country and seeks to make it better, a symbol of pride, belonging and inclusion. Well, perhaps he should tell that to the people who've burned it in the past, or those who prefer to brandish a Palestinian flag every weekend. Only last month, several Labour MPs were refusing to hand out leaflets with the Union flag on them, warning that its extensive use was detrimental in areas with large ethnic minority populations. And let's not forget the Ramonas, who were still whining on about the loss of their star on the EU flag, which of course isn't even a country. Marvellous, isn't it? Only parts of Britain are patriotic, some of it isn't. Have a very happy St George's Day, because I know I will. It's tomorrow, don't you know? I'm going to keep this just to remind me of my pride in the country in which we live. Happy St George's Day.